Carry. Thungu puts him on the floor, but a good opportunity here for Kenya to strike first here in Pool C, and they will do.
Time off.
It is Herman Humwa. Doesn't look completely confident. They'll check this one.
No, he doesn't look that excited there. And it looked like he could have strolled in the corner, chose to cut in, engage with the contact.
Ben, when you
and yeah, we'll see if he managed to get the put down under the pressure.
Ben, you may award the try.
Absolutely, a try there. And now it's on how can they build up on this. From this kickoff, can they put Fiji under pressure again?
Fiji on a 12-game win streak over Kenya.
So on that stat staying, but they'll be disappointed they haven't been able to so far.
They love it, don't they? Of course, they lost to Australia. There's an offload to Nathungu. Isaiah Nathungu's got my Samoa with him. Dinks it over the top, and then they just spill the ball.
Advantage over.
Rasaku had a clear run in there. Opportunity now for Kenya to try and catch Fiji in transition. Here's Humwa again. Big dummy from the big man over the 10-meter line. Ball's gone forward. Chance now for Fiji to catch Kenya unawares. Double step from Nathungu. That's been dropped this time by Mbaterenga. Just his 4th World Series event. A youngster newcomer in this team. Here he is now with the ball in possession again. Alvin Otieno's onto him. Being ripped away. Karanavalu sets off in the contact. Dangunu's with him. Batarenga's there as well. And yeah, well done. That was a maul. Alvin Otieno just roars with approval.
They'll have to release. It gets trapped in there. It's now Kenya's ball, and they'll have the opportunity to get back on the attack. Mistake from the kickoff there. Kenya not set up, and that allowed Fiji to maintain possession.
Okay, so rounds it into contact. Good carry, good yards made. Otieno. Humwa. Good quick ball on the reload, and Alvin Otieno has seen some space down the short side. He flings it inside to OU.
There was some space on the blind side, but I think Fiji only too happy for him to go there. They know there's not much ground, and the likelihood of an error or going to touch is quite high. So a little bit of naivety perhaps there from Otieno does cause the turnover. And again,
there's Urasaku, no relation to Kameli Urasaku, who was incredible in the series last year. Won himself a big money top 14 contract in France off the back of it. Nathungu stepping away from the tackler again. Tangunu again picks up. My Samoa, long pass over to the far side. 30 seconds to go here. Playing in their own half, but as we know, Fiji, so dangerous. One offload can make all the difference. Otieno was...
didn't get the day off to go to do the 7s.
So Fiji, 12-5 leading Kenya. Good start from the African side. They've had an illness in camp this week, so been struggling a bit. Haven't been able to do a full training with a full squad, but Damien McGrath, the head coach, has really got them ready for this opener here against one of the favourites, the 2018 Vancouver champions, Fiji. Switch of play from Humwa, the try scorer. There's Otieno, who's been all action, the big buffalo. Look at him go. Thundering into Fiji territory. Penalty. Humwa will take it quickly. It's still on. One more pass might do it. The pass doesn't find the money, though, and my Samoa comes
inside there, delays it slightly too long, and Kenya do lose the opportunity. That was a big collision there. Just Kenya doing a good job here, being direct, and when they're direct, they get their physical ball carriers flying onto the ball. That's when they put the other team under pressure, and that's what they've been doing at times in this game, but then forcing that last pass.
We've still got another chance here. As you can see the stat, they struggled to get into opposition red zones this season, but here they are with a gilt-edged opportunity. That's a really good carry from Odiamba. And here they go again through Alvin Otieno. Look at him go, the Buffalo. Just says, get out of my way.
Try yes or no, please.
He reckons he's
for the line, but look to me, that's not sure that's going to be the angle.
Ben, you may award the try.
Thank you.
Oh, he's back. Big Alvin. What a score.
I mean, there's no man like him for gets off people and gets you going forward. And as a teammate, you absolutely love that. You love those players. We always had that as in Danny Barrett.
Mondi's going to send it high. They're on the chase. Samoa goes high for Fiji, but that's gone forward into Kenyan hands. OU, the captain, has it. Dangerous side entry perhaps there from Fiji, but the referee says play on. Kenya with the ball. That's what they need. They can't afford to give up easy possession to this incredibly dangerous Fijian side. Humwa double tackled by Samoa, and Vakaruma Billy's off the bench, but here come Kenya again. OU, they've got another opportunity here. The captain lays it back nicely. Odhiambo off the floor.
Had those little inaccuracies at key moments. So we see how OU is actually the ball carrier. Oh, and we see there after the contact, he just slips on his hand. You often see people, hasn't been as clean, as crisp as they'll have wanted, but they've got the win, and that's the key part in these early games. And now they'll have the chance in the next games to kind of build upon this one and try and get key part in these early games. And now they'll have the chance in the next games to kind of build upon this to a level that they know they're capable of.
Yeah, restart's so important. We talk about it a lot. And they've got the ball back again from the restart here. There is Longinamasi. He's been held up this time. Can't get his knees to the floor now. Now, here we go. We've got a bit of a standoff here. He gets onto the deck eventually.
For Fiji, they've kind of a couple moments, turning points in this game that could have seen it go the other way.
Yeah, they drew level. So Great Britain, second game. Looking at this.
Stride on attack, Rupert. It's going to be a tough match for Kenya to...
We're underway. Round 2 in Pool C. Kenya McCann given the start here by head coach Tony Rokes. As Great Britain have really found the good vibrations in the last few tournaments. Finished 6th in LA last week, their best of the season so far. A bit of a wobble in the first couple of tournaments, but they've really got their act together of late. And they're looking to head north on the standings at every event they play at now. Here's Emery spinning away from one tackle, gets the ball clear as well to Barden. He sees a half gap, and Barden, OU though, that's that last ditch D he's famous for. Roddick now for Britain. They've got an opportunity. Davis just changes direction. Back here to McCann. Englishman to a Scotsman there. Remember, Wales, Scotland, England all combining for this British team in line with the Olympic cycle these days, as Roddick can't get away from big Herman Humwa, who scored a try against Fiji this morning. This is the round 2 of games in the men's competition, of course. Fiji will be up next against Uruguay, and ball's loose, and Ferguson reacts quickest, as he often does. Alex Davis, who captained Great Britain at the Olympics in Tokyo. Here's McCann, the danger man. Takes 3 Kenyans to make sure he can't get away. Humwa looks for the counter-ruck, doesn't get it. Good reload from GB. He found his feet, knows how to contribute at the right moments of games. Speaking of contribution, Ferguson, the skipper, always makes a valuable one. To his opposite skipper there, Nelson OU, lifted high by Otieno. Alvin Otieno really had the bit between his teeth this morning against Fiji, as Humwa, that's Wakesa in fact, runs it into contact. He's a big ball carry. That's a high arm from GB, so yeah. Alvin Otieno's just said scrum please sir. They're going to try and commit a few British defenders here. Okay, there you go, there's the standing. So look at Kenya, 22 points. They're 7 points off Uruguay. Currently Uruguay is safe. Kenya, as it stands, will have to go to that Final 4 shootout in London at the end of the season. Looking like they're going to have something to say about the top 4. If
Set!
Daniel Tabu feeds the scrum. Kenya have had a bit of illness in camp this week after the extreme weather events we suffered in Los Angeles last week. Here's Odhiambo. Tries to get away from McCann. Emery helps him out. That's a good carry, that, from Odhiambo. Roddick just buys a bit of time, showing patience, but Odhiambo's onto him.
Release.
Davis just plays a bit more of a patient game. Barden again offloads it to Ross McCann. Yeah, they got another penalty. Just couldn't get out of there, Nelson Oyu. Sometimes you just get caught, you can't get away, and Jamie Barden's going to get away, though. There's a good tackle, though, from Alvin Otieno. Kenya just working so hard here.
Keeping their discipline, but starting to unravel at the edges here. 2 penalties so far, and it's led to this. Barton gets him on the front foot right here, and then Great Britain does a split.
He's done it again there. There's the possession they've got. 21 carries to 3, 14-0. It's pretty hard to score points in this game if you don't have possession. But they've got a little bit here, Kenya. Can they make something of it?
No.
Odhiambo goes quick to Tabu. Change of direction to Otieno. He will just run into people all day long. There he goes again. Makes meters with it. Tabu. Odhiambo. Humwa now. Herman Humwa. Good tackle from Ferguson on a bigger man. Got a penalty here, Kenya. Will they go quick? Will they kick to the sideline? Will they take the scrum? They're not getting a move on yet. They're could have given great confidence if they could go to drinks here. There's some points under the belt. Another straight arm penalty. That's 3 in a row now against Great Britain, and they're off to the races, the Africans, and here they come. OU's got it on the wing here. So often the difference maker for Kenya. Stays in field wisely. Just inside the British 22. Here's Humwa. Good keep ball here. Wakesa. Odhiambo. Got support from Otieno. Almost gets in a tangle with Wakesa there, and then the big Buffalo gets the handoff going. Humwa at scrum half. Just tries to fake everybody out. Gets the offload away to Wakesa. Still alive. Oh, there you go. Big Kev in the corner for Kenya. And Kenya corners on its feet. They're back in it.
Otieno set it up. The Water Buffalo himself made some space on that right side of the field. And then just playing through the hands, Kenya does a great job. They shift it back right here. Look at this nice little offload. Extends over, those long arms come in nice and handy.
Oh yeah, Robbie Ferguson, Great Britain captain, try score in the first half, gets us underway into the hands of Emery. Error from Kenya off the restart. Can ill afford to give back possession to a team playing the kind of rugby right now that Great Britain are. McFarlane just puts the hammer down.
Held, play on.
They do put him on the deck, but that pace he puts on the ball is very difficult to defend at times. Roddick at scrum half decides to go open, or no, he'll go himself. Well read by the Kenyan defence for now. Still alive though. Here's Ross McCann. Looks. Ferguson, the Glaswegian. That left foot dink to get us restarted. Tom Williams went high to knock it back, but Kenya have the ball. Lots of time left here. 5:20 to go. Score next and they're back in business. Haven't seen much action, much scoring action at all in the second half. Knees on the floor, tackler has to let go. OU at scrum half. They're going to work the short side. It's Brian Tanga. He's been one of those players that's been suffering from illness this week. Picked up the flu in LA last weekend and has hardly trained. Okay, John Okoth, who's so impressive for Kenya in that 15-a-side final qualification tournament in Dubai in November. He's given some minutes here by Damien McGrath. Given Kenya's position on the table, 13th place overall, they want to make sure they get themselves a good seeding, whatever sector of the competition they end up in on finals day. Every point is crucial. 7 behind Uruguay, things stand at the moment. Good counter-ruck from Waddleton. There he is. That's the muscle he brings. McFarlane's going in to help out, but Kenya have held onto the ball. Here's Okoth. Tanga. Edmund Anya over the halfway line. Tall figure. Okoth. Just finding his feet still in sevens. Looks up for the offload to Tanga. That was nicely done. Jamie Barden's there trying to wrestle the ball clear. Walk off again, little stop go. Just needs to try and get the offload away, but he can't at the moment. This defence from Great Britain's impressive. Abakusi. He heads back in field. Good keep ball here from Kenya, but they're not making much gain line territory. This might work out for them. Oh, how about the tackle, though? That was really good from Jamie Barden once more. The defence has been excellent from Great Britain. They've been working on that. Sean Lamont and Tony Rokes have been putting them through their paces, and they... Oh, Tanga. Oh, here we go. A little hitch kick and a couple of dance moves from Brian Tanga. Crowd enjoyed that. Abakusi, 1:20 to go here. Kenya looking for their first points in this second half. A little dummy, and they're through. Edmund Anyaha under the posts. The neutrals are in favour of that, and Kenya corner certainly is.
Well, that was a nice try by Anya. Good footwork to manipulate that midfield defense of Great Britain, but they really had to work hard for this try. And it all paid off in the end. Great Britain with some outstanding...
We've had over 52,000 over the last 200 events since this Great Sevens Roadshow got underway in 1999. Kenya have scored plenty of those in their time. Nelson Oyu, not least, scored the winner in that famous gold medal win.
You're on the ground first.
On the pitch.
Crouch.
It was the Lightning that looked dangerous.
And that.
That's a run for cover. Everyone got away safely. Will Homer. Well, here's a nice cut from Williams, the Welshman, up to the 10-metre line, but Okoth really well gets back. Still working deep into this game. They know the result's gone, but Okoth just wants to throw his weight around a little bit more.
Hands out now, red.
Clock's in the red, final play. 26-12. Can Kenya finish on a high here? Anya, already a try for him under the post. OU. Tanga. Abakusi. Okoth just loses his footing in front of Waddleton, and Waddleton just snatches it away. Balls over the sideline. And that is the final whistle. Professional, efficient, outs tonight, but they are looking for a first win here. Tony Amondi will get us started. Kenya, the Shujaa, left to right. And Los Tenos, Uruguay, in their sky blue shirts, have early possession. This remains the same for Uruguay. Uruguay would go through. They've picked up some big scalps on the series this year. They beat Great Britain in Hong Kong. They knocked out Ireland in Cape Town en route to the Cup quarterfinals. South American rugby, 7s and 15s. On the rise. Kenya, they've been a core nation since 1999. And just on the far side of shot here, behind them there in the corner, you can see Kenya corner. They always come and support their team wherever we go around the world. There's Alvin Otieno, Nelson Oyu now dishes off to his ball-running teammate. Here's the big buffalo once more, Alvin Otieno. Spent a bit of time on Vancouver Island recently, actually. Ball-running teammate. Here's the big buffalo once more. Likes this part of the world. Here's Herman Humwa. Lays it back nicely. Otieno again. They're going to work the short side here. Nelson OU from the Nakuru club. Otieno's going to try and do it all himself down the short side. Now they might swing it wide. Yep, they'll put it all the way through the hands here. Using a bit of width now, but this defence from Uruguay's been excellent. Just holding firm. Humwa again. OU. Looking for the inside ball is Brian Tanga. He's got quick feet. Watch him. Been a bit of illness in this Kenyan camp this week. Bit of flu. And it's opened up nicely here for Nelson Oyu. He's got some work to do, though. Coming across is Amaya, and he's going to cut him off. Change of direction from Oyu, and he does get there in the end. Almost someone
and going through phases, and anytime you hold on to the ball for a really extended period, the defense does get tired. You can see there Uruguay, they stood strong for numerous phases there, but Oyu looks tired as well. I think he knows exactly where the line is, but Amaya was closing very, very quickly, and he is a speed man for Uruguay. But Oyu does have enough to go in under pressure, and you got to be careful there. I have seen people.
Brilliant work from yesterday when they beat Fiji, but there's the error. And it is Amaya who had that niggle in the hip area. And Kenya are going to take advantage big time. Brian Tanga. Oh, that's terrific. They go ahead.
Amaya, who ended up chasing all the way back and contact another hard collision, bouncing off the ground in the try. He's had 3 of those now in this game. You can see him closing down, but Tanga does have the legs. That's the 3rd time Amaya's gone down hard in one of the try areas. And now it's what can Uruguay do to respond? This happened to them last week. They had the big win over South Africa, but then stumbled in their last match, and can't.
But Uruguay gets the second half underway. They're leading Kenya 14-12. Remember the equation here. If Uruguay win this against Kenya, they'll be the second win of the pool. And GB beat Fiji. Fiji will miss out on the Cup quarterfinals. And Uruguay would go through. Penalty. To Liechtenstein. Was a deft restarter on the chase. Is the man who gave the assist pass, McCubbin, but Wakesa has it for Kenya. They found a way back in the first half. Can they do the same thing here? And Big Kev found a way back in the first half. Can they do the same thing here? And Big Kev has bounced off a would-be Uruguayan defender there. That was a fine carry. Here's Oyu. Ball's loose. Well alert to it. Humwa. He's flung to the floor. Here's Tanga. There's that sidestep. Alvin Otieno, he loves working the blind side all by himself. Thiago Ardeo has to let go of him. It's a penalty. Look at Alvin go, but that's a good tackle from Liechtenstein. Small man on big man. Humwa again, spreads it wide. Oyu, ball in one hand. He's got Wakesa on the cut. Can he get the hands free? He might not need to. Oh, the captain shrugs off the defense. Nelson Oyu. Oh, yeah.
Kenya striking back and making this game very, very interesting. Scoring under the post as well, crucially with what could turn out to be a key conversion later on at the end of this match. But Kenya was showing that when they hold onto the ball, when they go through passages of play, phases of play, they're able to get around this Uruguayan defense. Uruguay, they're quite good at bringing line speed even when being stretched, but you can see it there. That can lead to getting kind of rounded on the outside as you come up too hard in the middle. Oyu having the strength to shrug off the tackle that had slipped a little bit high and go in to get another try for Kenya.
Amondi with the extra couple.
And then you're going to have one to go against you, and that was unfortunate timing for Kenya there.
So Uruguay still with the 2-point advantage and hitting the line hard as Facciolo. And there's one back. Hirelgi. That second win in pool play. They've beaten Kenya.
Gareth Rees here. Gareth Rees here at the HSBC Canada 7s. Great to be bringing you this action. With me, World Rugby Hall of Famer Phaedra Knight. Phaedra, 9th place quarterfinal time. Valuable points on offer. Richie Duarte, sorry, I'll come back to you, but Duarte sized through the middle of the Kenyan defense. He's brought down 15 meters out, and Kenya have stolen the ball. Good energy from them. Through. Wow, no more. Right on three. Keeps it alive. The crowd are loving this. Really good cover from Davids and the South Africans. Impey Fisher's got his hands on it and stolen it. So end-to-end action here. Both sides stealing once the other team encroaches their 22. Kovalar with a counter ruck. Wow, frantic start. We're not even a minute into this one, and both sides have had a chance to score. Big physical bodies smashing each other. Quite a different tone in the previous match, Japan and Europe. There's a good look at what a lifting pod looks like. Two big men. The ball doesn't come their way, so it is actually over them. Gathered, and now straight to ground. Tackle complete. Well, Damien McGrath's man, he's the head coach of Kenya, seemed to be in energetic form here. Very fast track inside the dome here in BC Place, home of the Vancouver Canada Sevens in Vancouver. Also home of the BC Lions. Is it Kenyan down for the moment? And the Vancouver Whitecaps of Major League Soccer. Well, he's isolated. He does well to reach back. In South Africa.
In those rucks. And they're bringing that saga into this match again. Take a look here. Second view. Ooh, look at that lift. That's one high lift. And Humwa gets double seam. He's smashed in the tackle.
Okay, Duarte runs into his own man. The referee said, no, let it go, and I like that. Play on. Duarte looks for the offload. Knocked back by Kenya. Wow, this is a tough call. It didn't go forward. How can he put a man in the sin bin for that? Maybe I'm wrong, but let's have a look. Wow.
Come on.
Yeah, that looked legit to me.
Won't matter what.
Bad luck of the draw.
What do you think? He looks to offload here. Yeah, that ball's gone backwards off his hand. There's no way he should be sitting in that sin bin.
No, that was good, just good defense. It's happened 1,000 times this weekend.
As you know, Phaedra, only 6 red shirts on the jersey, on the field, sorry, to defend 7 South Africans. Let's see what comes of it. Stats are pretty overwhelming. The teams concede points. Davis just bouncing off the tackle and showing enough pace to get to the 5-meter line. Ooh, he maybe had an extra roll there, and he's going to be penalized for it.
Yeah, that's been a popular call all weekend. These players, they get a little bit isolated, want to buy a little bit more time to bring their support in, and it's like getting their hands caught in the cookie jar. He had a great injection of speed here, but Kenya just coming in. That's taboo on the tackle.
Changes in the South African. We heard from HSBC ambassador Brian Habana how he played in this tournament way back, and shot from our sideline crew. Through Linfield Revissa to get, but well gathered by Nelson Oyu. Oh, step and go through the middle. Keeping those hands alive. It's gone back this time, said the referee. Kenya are back to full strength. They're into the red numbers. The Hooter sounds are going to play on. Oh, excellent tackle from Grovelar. And he's going to do it again. Doesn't mind the physical. High contact. So, rules of the game, obviously, if job done, ball away. A little hesitation there, as Anya was looking to come on a line, but he didn't come through full pace. Must be a little banged up there. Oh, 2 good steps off the right foot. A third one. Nice job from Okeo. The 22-year-old getting a shot here. Good flat left. Davids tries to make a play, but he falls off the tackle. 10 meters from the line. Kenya threatening here in the dying moments of the first half. Humwa's going to go back to where it came from. Keeps it alive. Trying to catch it. I believe he'll be okay there. It's a South African, but great advantage being played by a referee. Knowing the half would end with that knock-on. He's letting Kenya go for this. There's the youngster again, Okeo. Good line speed from South Africa. They're taking the space away. Forcing the Kenyans back to the 22. The chop tackle, not enough to bring down Oru. Oru over the line. Just reward for a perseverant Kenyan side.
Yes, Karen, it was, and the busy, non-stop foot action and contact that led to this try. Kenya just, I mean, it was not an easy passage of play down into the try zone, but it was certainly well-deserved. You see the ball going to ground. That didn't stop them. That's what they needed. That broken defense of South Africa opened up this opportunity.
Chop tackle not enough to bring him down. He does well because he's not held. Can keep going. Humo did well to get out of the way, and Oru gained the penalty. Tonga's going to put it in at scrum time. We know he's got some pace off the base. We'll see where he may look to attack. Here he goes. He releases the ball. Ntabu still going backwards and wide. Now they're going to shift it a bit more direct through Oyu. And you're asking questions, playing this midfield quite well. There is Tonga off and running. Gets his pass away just barely. Has it gone forward? No, said the referee. Playing on. Static ruck. Look how deep that Kenyan tack line is. Stepping out of one tackle, Edmund Anya. Oh, great support from Herman Humwa, senior veteran, getting there and making a difference, keeping this attack alive to George Oru. Stolen fairly. Great athleticism from Zane Davids. Placed back well by Ricky Duarte. South Africa turning their defense into attack now. Kovalar comes back against the grain. He's brought down. Van Fake chips it wide. Oosthuizen. First real touch in this one. He puts it between the legs, but it comes straight out of the ruck. So Anya can pounce on it. He's got it back for his team. A lot of turnovers in this match. Wisely trapped with the foot. Down it goes from Okeo. Well, ball's been in play almost this entire second half. Well held by Oru. He's off. He got one earlier. He's at the left handle. Duarte's just got the jersey. That saved him, and now he looks like he's stolen the ball. It wasn't released by Oru.
Great run. It's up to his support to get there. And he just simply didn't have anybody in the proximity. Good individual effort. You can't blame him. He did the hard yards. He did the work. And he just needed a bit of support. That's all.
Ricky Duarte always working hard for the cause. The Blitzbach man. So grateful for this opportunity to play his rugby. Made his debut in 2023 in Dubai. And he's been a force in this series ever since. So much passion coming from him. As indeed from Damien McGrath. Incredible record on the HSBC World Series. Has won tournaments as an England coach. Has won with Samoa. Has won with Canada. He did it in defense there. Now he's the hooker / scrum half. Not gone his way on that one. Kenya's got it. Looking to straighten up. It was Brian Tonga. Now it's away through Oru. Oh, there's a tackle around the shoulder. He lets go. Oh, it's going to be called.
Yes, I'm calm, but heads off to Kenya. They've managed to, got to imagine something's going to give at some point soon.
Yeah, South Africa not afraid to give away penalties. That one off their feet. Even their great winning runs, several of which came through in their truncated events during COVID, where they dominated Canada, Edmonton and Vancouver a couple of times. Incredible winning record.
Find. Sit. Hold.
Not used to being in the bottom 8 where they find themselves here.
Stay in. Hooker.
Tonga going to ship it wide. Less than 3 minutes to play. Kenya down a score. There's hands on it from South Africa. And that was good work from some of the fresh legs coming off the bench. Kovalar pushes it through the hands Off and running was Hayward. Does he keep it alive? No, he doesn't. Pushed into touch.
Yeah, overly anxious there to get the ball.
Tanga brought down. They keep it alive. On his bike, Billy Odhiambo. First sign we've seen of him. Incredible finisher, 29-year-old. Going to inspire some of these youngsters. Get a try here. Through the hands. Ooh. Momentary opening for Odu. He's got one here in the match. He's fended again. Is he going to get it going? Short ball inside to Tanga. Tanga's got 15 meters to go. Tanga all the way. Try for Kenya under the post.
And that dam finally broke, Gareth. OU all over that try. He did the hard yards, you see. Just moving and shaking, and then offloads it to a very well supported line of.
That's the pass, finished him off. So we will have extra time if required, but we're gonna have a restart first. Shujaa rugged form here, 12 points all. Ball's loose, Kenya's got their hands on it, going for the line, all the way. John Akeo gets the win for Kenya.
Let me tell you, I love good rugby, and that was great rugby by Kenya. They had their mind set on a try, and they didn't stop until they got. Talk about a restart pressured. See South Africa just bobbling the ball, and then Kenya just putting on that unrelenting pressure. And boom, just like that.
Great scenes for the Kenyans here in Vancouver. They have, of course, made a final before. They will continue in the 9th place challenge. 3 here in Vancouver, the HSBC7s. Kickoff for Kenya, playing from right to left. It's been knocked on by the Spanish.
Set!
This time he keeps it for the moment. Offloads to Tabu. Almost identical action to the last series. Turnover's good, said our referee. So nice work from Juan Martinez. Thanks for joining us wherever you are around the world. Lots of great action still to come here. The HSBC Canada 7s. Stop 7 for the men. And of course the women have joined the party here under the dome in Vancouver. Really good to see that action for the last 2 days. They have yet to get going here on day 3. It's the men who started the day. This is the 4th game. Spain doing well and earning from these kind of sets. Oh, but the big hand. Great work from Kenya, and great scrambling on the sideline from Otieno, showing his athleticism. Spain offside the breakdown. Quick tap. This is Shujaa Rugby. They want to play. Tackle complete. Good run right through the middle. And watch this form. He looks like an Olympic sprinter. Great sprinting form. Outstanding run from the big man, Daniel Tabu.
An awesome individual effort, that footwork off the quick tap pass. And he just sees that hole and knows that he can go, and as soon as he gets through, just accelerates beyond catchability.
Yeah, they're dancing. Extras from Danny Akubuse. Two and a half minutes here. Spain looking for their first strike. The low pass, well gathered. Said a Spanish team drew with the U.S. 19-all yesterday, and then beat the host Canadians 19 points to 14. Quick tap from Herman Humwa.
Release!
Must be released because his knee got to the ground. That, you know, it's a completed tackle. Oyu into space. Nelson Oyu. Outstanding run from him, breaking the tackle, and the man from Nairobi University gets a second try for Kenya.
Kenya just taking advantage off, again, the quick tap. They set the ruck, and then they spin it out to their speed. And you cannot go high on a player as strong as OU. They have active legs. They're very busy in the contact piece, and he makes them pay for it.
Time up, please.
Kick's good. Points keep coming for Kenya. Oyu, 54 events to his name.
Kick when you're ready.
Ntabu. Well-weighted kick. After the initial bobble, it's all Kenya. Otieno, the water buffalo, running across the face. A little bit lateral. Spain are up to the task in defense. Otieno on the short side. Not much on here. It bounces one. Credit the defense. Again, Eduardo Lopez. Physical presence himself. Oyu stepping once, stepping twice, spinning. Nelson Oyu gets his second.
And that's his iconic move. Love it. But look at this superb contest to regain that restart by Kenya, and then they move it out. The water buffalo himself just drawing in a couple of defenders and setting it up. Look at him, he's so strong, won't be stopped. And then OU doing everything he can, even running backwards a little bit, but it's enough to get him 5 more points and put Kenya up 19-0.
Well, a really inspired start here on day 3, as we said, fairly early. Just knocked back with one hand. And now off across the face. Half gap. Nice energy from Thiago Romero. That one spilled, and that kind of sums a good start for your boys in that first half. Just what was the message at halftime?
Well, as always, it's to keep your concentration. We're gloriously inconsistent, so we just need to focus.
Yeah, and a tough start to the tournament for your team, but a great character response, defeating South Africa last night. That's a good win for you.
Well, we're a very good team. We just need that self-belief sometimes, and once it goes, as we've seen over the last couple of games, we can play some good stuff.
And you got Alvin back in the side, and we lost William Baka, obviously retiring after Sydney. Must be nice to see Otieno back.
Of course it is. We need all our best players available, and I mean, we've got some good new young players here which have helped us enormously.
And just both of us watching to see if Spain go for the line there. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the insights. Just first of all, really good to see you back in Canada, and great work. Keep it up on the HSBC World Series with
Thanks,
Kenya.
Gareth. Thank you very much.
Yeah. He's an intense man. He's fully focused on what's going on in the game there. It's good to see.
Well, it's hard not to when you're doing what Kenya just did. 3 of their players lifted the Spanish attacker and took him out of bounds.
Well, Phaedra, we saw this in the previous match, Canada-South Africa. There's a little bit of niggle, and if anyone doesn't think...
Okay.
There's a little warning there, don't run in again for Laforga. But if you don't think these World Series points that are available are important, they seriously are. This is a 9th place semi-final, and there's a lot on the line. Their nation's place on the series is really, you know, a lot at stake. So these players are aware of it, and there's some niggle coming out. Scrappy line out for Kenya. Gained by Spain.
Advantage.
Kenya aren't back 10, so, and there may even be a yellow card here. We'll see. Yeah.
No, 10 meters, 15.
No effort to get back, and sort of at a professional foul.
Sorry, Mark's over
here.
here.
Yeah, it's just breakdown and discipline. Mighty go.
Scrum midfield.
What are we doing? Scrum.
Yeah, that's a good decision. They rely on that set piece. They've shown their dominance in the scrum, and again, I think the more they can scatter this Spanish defense, playing with one less man, the better.
And my high school Spanish is izquierda is left, so I think they're concerned about the left. Let's see how that works out. Mr. Keeble from St. Michael's will be happy if this is correct. And indeed, they go to the right of the Spanish. So, Oyu, the captain, is driven all the way back. 4 minutes to play here in the second half. It was all Kenya in the first. Spain showing a lot of pride. Those Leos have got one here, and they need 2 more to get back into this ball game. Penalty against Spain for hands in the ruck.
But
time off, please.
Alvin's running the show here. He's called that one. You didn't roll away. Now he's injured. He wants some attention. A great character.
Yeah. All eyes on him.
I think he just wanted to rest.
Hey, I don't blame him. He's done some work this game. He's got a lot of weight to carry, too. It's a lot of muscle on that man.
It's about their funding and their support. As I said, the locals here up in Canada have had a couple of fundraising events for them to support the boys. They love seeing them out here at the HSBC Canada 7s. Made a final a few tournaments ago. Right now they're in the 9th place semi-final. Tabu releases.
Release.
Tackle complete. Well, you brought down out wide. Credit the Spanish. They're holding the line for the moment. They've won a penalty. And the Spanish, through that mistake, not able to continue. Referee's called that a knock-on. Going to give us a second look at this. What do you think, Phaedra?
Maybe on that initial bounce on the ground, he put his hands on the ball. Couldn't really see that well. But Kenya back to full tilt 7, so putting themselves on equal footing.
Who'd want to be a referee? You got the whole field to cover. You got all these bodies in your way, and you're trying to make the calls. It's been pretty solid this weekend. They work as a team here. They are the 17th team on the men's series, all supporting each other. And off feet again for Spain. They thought they may have won it. Oh, good pace. Great change of pace. Hitting the line, stretching his legs. 10 meters to go. Billy O gets it back. Awesome support from his teammates, and Kevin Wakesa gets a crucial try for Kenya.
Yeah, and Billy O came through like a bolt of lightning, really. Big physical presence, and he had the awareness to move that ball on the ground out quickly. Oh, look at that strong run, that stride. Eats up about 2 tacklers for Spain.
Over here, please.
And Wakesa picks it up right off of the base and into mathematics land for Kenya.
Every time Kenya up by 10, dying seconds of the second half here in the 9th place semifinal. Spain, this is all about pride. Those errors, their 5th game in 3 days, and that's a bit of fatigue. And Tabu's just going to top it off the field. So, job done. Damien McGraw's men have completed the effort. 24. Kenya in their traditional red jerseys, playing from left to right. And the right boot of Tabu gets it underway. Oh, what a clean take. Glorious stuff from Oro. Really positive start. And you heard Damien McGraw in our previous match. We got the headset on him, had a chat, and he said, we have quality players. We are good enough. They just have to put the pieces together. That's a team you've played against many times, and I know many people feel that. They've got the athleticism, but it's just that game plan.
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, Kenya, they are just such physical ball carriers, so good at competing in the breakdown defensively, but just don't quite get it right there. And so
this red scrum cap, happy to steal the ball. Look at this take, though. We talked about the athleticism. Beautifully judged. Missed by Maliko.
Yeah, Maliko maybe will be disappointed, but look at Otieno here. He's so powerful, but he falls on his back, and that's what gives the Samoans the opportunity. You want to fall on your front, get a good present, and I think some
science goes into how you fall, how you turn towards your support. Oh, referee getting a bit of a bump. Good on him. Morning, Ferreira. Matavao, 2 hands on it. Scanlon flipping back. Scanlon's had an incredible weekend here. 7 tries already. Let's see if he can add to that tally here in Vancouver. Matavao skips 1 man out. 2-on-1 for the moment. Okio is up to it in defense. Scanlon steps inside. Oh, beautiful pass!
For them to get under it and just don't get in the right place. Samoa bats it down. Matavao on the ball, and then Scanlon spots it. And once he's in that gap, I mean, he's such a quick player.
Out the ball. Kenya got a lifting pot under it. This is much better work from them in the air.
Tackle!
They're going to look short initially. Tieno flips it wide. Not afraid to go sideline to sideline. This Kenyan attack. Momentary inside gap. Still on his feet, still rumbling away. Great work. Flirting with the sideline. The foot's just gone over the line there. It's impressive work. I think it's Brian Tanga who had that powerful run.
Yeah, it was a good, powerful run, but I've seen that a few times from them in their games. Kenya being kind of sucked into going down to these short blind sides, getting way too close to the touchline and turn the ball over, and it undoes all your hard work. They've gained 20, 30 meters. They're in behind Samoa, but then by turning it over, I mean, this was just a fantastic run by Tanga, but then they give Samoa the ball back.
And they've got it in Matavao's hands. He's squaring up. He's directing traffic. He knows that's inside. He's inside Scanlon, but he's not going to be needed. Lightning quick. And he's been punishing these. Once again, the hunger, the desire from Brian Lima's team. Samoa, they're the first to the ball off these kickoffs. Matavao, hands on it. Again, slips it wide, and again puts his teammate into space. Such a great provider. Otieno's on this now. Little contact up above the shoulder line from Alvin. 3 converted tries. Inside ball. Fasua still going.
The first half, but still chances in the second half. Can they get anything going here?
Kenya, one of the teams looking at the lower end of the table, trying to avoid the relegation battle. They've done themselves some good here getting in this 9th place playoff game. The likes of Uruguay, Canada, and Spain are not here, so they're gaining points on those teams. But not the performance they're looking for. This is better. And Otieno running straight is good news for Kenyans because he's still pumping those massive legs. Into space. Wakesa, he scored a try in the last one. A big bump from him too. Wilson Oyo, a little less meat on his bones. Decides to ship it wide. Tabu rounding the corner. Yeah, he gets a late run here. Well offered from Billy Odhiambo. The experienced veteran is going to get to the line. No, he's dumped unceremoniously by Maliko. Still options for Kenya. The reach, the score. Try for Tanga. Try for Kenya.
And Tanga had some powerful runs in the first half and is following up of the first good run. And here you can see OU gets them on the front foot initially. And then Billy Odhiambo has a big run after Otieno as well. Some big collisions. Anytime you know you're facing Kenya or Samoa for that factor, you know there are going to be some big collisions. Daniel Tabu runs across the field. Billy Odhiambo straightens up, gets so close to this line. And it is Tanga who gets them over it eventually and gets Kenya on the scoreboard. Now they need to build on that. They need to get their hands back on the ball and reel out of it at the end of this match.
Yeah, Shujaa Rugby has produced some amazing things. A final here in Vancouver at once, but now normal service resumed. Samoa busting out from their own end. Still got possession. Good counter ruck from Okoth. Numbers out wide, but choosing to take on the body was Nuilave.
For the plane ride home, and really the next few weeks of training before Hong Kong.
Of course, yeah, the famed Hong Kong Sevens, our next stop. This is stop 7. Strange play there, working Odiambo looking at 3 Samoan players. So
Your release.
Samoa not releasing at the break.
Yeah, Kenya choosing to go out the back on that tap penalty play, and usually you'd only do that if there was also another man on this left edge. I don't know if Kenya got the tap penalty set up wrong, and that might have been what happened there.
Well, it didn't work, so they're having to go from set piece again. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Tackle!
Tackle complete. As you said, just looking for confidence leading in to the next event. Kenya recycling through Billy O with the flow. Good movement. Nice inside ball. Herman Humwa with the big right mitt. Gets it out to Abu Kuse. He's brought down. Tabu through the hands. They're off and running. They're moving well. Wakesa is going to keep it. No, he dishes it out wide. Billy O, say it ain't so. Try in Vancouver.
Odiambo gets the try for Kenya after a work with, and Samoa letting them get over the line. Yeah, some nice offload here. This one in particular, out the back of the hand, perfectly timed to go backwards. Do a good job recycling the ball here. Thought Samoa might be able to get their hands on it, and they did have a 3-on-2 here, where Kesa going through the contact, able to get his hands free and release Kenya to get another try on the board.
Kenya reintroducing. Oh, good aerial work. This is much more positive start. Gathered there by Wakesa. Shipped out from Brian Tanga with a try in this game. 3 in Vancouver for his weekend. But Samoa's got it, although they've handed it right back again. 10 seconds to play. Kenya trying to muster one from just outside their own 22. Tanga flips it wide. The Hooter sounds. Good offload. John Akeo off and running. Is he going to have enough pace? No. The jersey grabbing the big swinging arm. Great support though. Can you still have an option here? Wide they go. The late drop for Wakesa. Advantage being played for Kenya. They can risk their hand a bit here. We're into the red numbers. This is extra time. Down inside the Samoan 22. Billy Odiambo fighting with 2 Samoans. Herman Humwa scoops it up. Some tired bodies out there. Let's see if the Kenyans can find a crack in this defense. A big hit in midfield. The referee doesn't like it. He's going to have a word and maybe a visit to his pocket. Yes. Yellow card. I'm not sure.
As well. Yeah, it looks like no wrap. So I think you're right, Gareth. Yeah, so it's just here as he gives the ball away. Oh, yeah, it's a big collision. Yeah, he looked like he kind of was trying to wrap there. So
probably going to get one of those hits at some point.
Yeah, no, in his day. He was a wing who could score a lot of tries, but also with some crushing hits.
So now the kick and chase. This will be a nice moment if it bounces up. Yes, it does. Beautiful touch from Brunson Mendigo off the bench. Well deserved for him.
The first half really was where they lost this match against Samoa, but in this second half they've scored 3 tries, limited not a little bit of what Samoa were able to do, and that gives them a little bit of confidence, and I think that's what they can take from this weekend. Their season has really been a tough road for most of it, but this weekend after pool play they were able to bounce back, get that big win against South Africa, followed up with another good performance in their semi-final of the 9th place round. And then here, first half didn't go their way, but their second half, they rebounded. They showed the fortitude to end the game on a high.
Conversion doesn't go over, so this one ends Samoa 35, Kenya 17.